hand planing feels harder than it should, it's almost never the timber. It's usually just one of these three things. This is what we're aiming for. Light effort and a long, clean cut. These are the three mistakes that are making hand planing too hard. Number one, you have too much blade exposed. It's a mistake I see beginners make all the time. They put a whole bunch of blade out there. Even though it doesn't look like a lot, it makes your cuts really difficult. It grabs a whole bunch of timber, it tears it out. You have to put so much force behind it, which just makes it hard work and a worse result. When you are setting the amount of blade that is exposed on your hand plane, you should always start too light, so you're almost not making a cut at all, and then advance just a tiny bit further. It's a lot easier to do that than to start too heavy and back it off. But if you're having trouble, the first thing to do is back that blade depth off until you can get a really nice clean pass. I have too much blade here. To a beginner, it doesn't look like much blade at all, but watch when I try and plane with it. Hear that tearing noise? That is wood fibers being ripped apart. I've got these huge chunky shavings, which are actually just crumbling. And I had to put way too much effort into it. This timber here, relatively forgiving, so I'm not getting a lot of tear out, but that is not what a plane should feel like. So I'm gonna back it right off until I can't see any blade at all. I'm gonna do one pass too light, and then I'm gonna slowly advance the blade until it's just grabbing. Okay, so there's nothing there. Now it's just starting to grab, so I'll do a fraction of a turn, nowhere near a quarter turn. I'm just getting whisper shavings, it's almost what I want. Okay, and those are the shavings I'm looking for. Back the blade off to nothing, and then advance it forward really slowly until you're getting these whisper thin shavings. Once you've set the blade depth, the next mistake that people make is they don't wax the sole. This metal is smooth, it glides along the timber, or it should, but without wax on it, you get a lot of friction, and that makes the plane feel harder to use. This is an old chunk of candle. I don't even think I paid for it. That's all you need. You just run some lines on the sole of the plane, and it'll glide over the timber so much easier. Easy to do, makes a huge difference. If it still feels like you're working too hard, try and skew your plane. This reduces the cutting angle, it makes it more of a slicing cut, and it makes it easier to pass through difficult and figured timbers. When we attack the timber straight like this, the blade is cutting straight. If we skew the plane slightly, it slices through more easily. This is what the plane looks like straight on. This is what it looks like slightly skewed. So if you're having a hard time planing, before you blame the timber or blame the tools, check those three things. As little blade as possible, put some wax on the sole of your plane, and skew that plane to the timber. You'll get a better result with less effort. Thanks for watching. There'll be some links down below to the plane I've used and some other bits and pieces. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, it really helps us out. I'll see you next week.